Linda Noskova walked off the court in Dubai this morning, her focus entirely on the match ahead. But for many athletes today, the real battle starts when they open their phones. The 21-year-old Czech star has become the latest face of a disturbing trend in professional sports. Just hours after her loss at the Australian Open last month, Noskova's social media exploded with abusive messages from people hiding behind anonymous accounts. She lost to Wang Xinyu in the third round, a routine defeat in a long career, but the response was anything but routine. Noskova decided she wasn't going to stay silent about it. Is there ever going to be a world without these imbeciles? She wrote on her Instagram story, her frustration cutting through the usual polished athlete responses. She didn't just acknowledge the hate. She eviscerated it. When is losing going to be just a part of sport and not something that is automatically followed by comments from a bunch of losers hiding behind a screen trying to make us feel shittier than we already feel? This isn't an isolated incident involving one angry fan. This is a systemic failure of online culture. Noskova specifically called out the mentality that allows this behavior to fester, pointing out that these messages come from people with zero interesting things in their lives and so much blank space in their heads. She's right, and the problem extends far beyond tennis. Think about the last time you saw an athlete have a bad game. Did you scroll through the replies? They are almost always a sewer. We have built a digital arena where world-class competitors are expected to absorb abuse as just part of the job description. But here is a reality check. It is not normal, and it should never be normalized. Noskova made a point to address her message directly to other athletes who have had to witness this garbage. She rejected the tired advice that they should just get used to it, because it's a part of our sport. That phrase is a coward's excuse. It lets the rest of us off the hook for creating an environment where this feels acceptable. We have seen this pattern repeat across every sport. Iga Swiatek faced similar attacks after her loss at the China Open. Jessica Pegula was targeted after the French Open last year. These are elite competitors at the top of their game, and they are forced to develop thicker skin just to exist online. But the skin was never the problem. The arrows are, here is what we actually know. The facts are clear. Athletes lose matches every single day. That is the structure of competition. What is not inevitable is the barrage of hate that follows. Noskova was on the receiving end of this before, after her loss to Elena Rybakina at the Wuhan Open. So the pattern is established. The question is whether we keep accepting it. The solution doesn't require a congressional hearing or a new law. It requires a mirror. Every time you see a post about an athlete's loss, consider the human being on the other side of that screen. They already feel the disappointment. They don't need your contribution to make it worse. Noskova's words should resonate far beyond the tennis world. She stood up not just for herself, but for every athlete who has ever felt sad, angry, or scared because of what strangers typed into a box. That takes guts. But it shouldn't take courage to simply exist as an athlete in 2026. The next time you watch a match and see someone lose, remember this. That player gave everything they had. They trained for years for that moment, and they will walk off that court knowing exactly what they did wrong. They don't need a lecture from someone who has never felt a serve scream toward their body at over 100 miles per hour. So here's the real question worth asking. If you wouldn't say it to their face, why is it okay to type it online? Linda Noskova already gave us the answer. It's not, and it never was.